What is up, everybody? Shauna D Man here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys has yourselves a great week. Ready for the weekend. We are back with a kind of side episode for this channel. Originally, I was supposed to do my episode 3 review of Ironheart, but I decided to push that back to Saturday because I wanted to do this little side video because of the same narrative and same talking points that are coming up about Ironheart are the same things that we heard during the Acolyte. So on Thursday, I'm just scrolling through TikTok and I just kept seeing post after post after post in regards to something Nerdrotic said on one of his streams in regards to Ironheart. I was like, okay. I kept seeing it. I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. And so I wanted to make a video just going over and just going over these talking points to see what people say, because it's the same stupid thing. Oh, you're racist and you're a misogynist because the lead character is black and female. That really does nothing for you. You can't keep using that as an excuse to defend the show. You can't keep doing that. And then what was it? The show was being review bombed even before this show even came out. Rotten Tomatoes has gone through, and I believe they delete because it was like at a 32 rating. Now it's at a 63%. I believe Rotten Tomatoes has gone in and deleted comments or reviews to make the score look better. Some of the posts on there are some people that have posted on Rotten Tomatoes before, but then there were some that just this Ironheart is their only first post. So, and they gave it 5 stars, even though there's only 3 episodes out. And so, as far as review bombing, it's going both ways. There's two. You could probably say there's people review bombing it in a negative way, but there's also people review bombing it in a positive way, because I can't remember where I saw the post. It was on Twitter, but it was showing a discrepancy where there was like the majority was either a 5-star or it's just, a bad score. And this show is not 5 stars whatsoever. It's not like I've already have 2 episodes of reviewing this series already out. It's not a good show. Again, people can watch it. People can form their own opinions about it. I don't care, but it's not a good show. And so what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go over these talking points, and we're going to see what the issue is. I do have them pulled up, so we're going to listen to some TikTok videos first, and then we're going to go and watch the actual clip that's talking with Nerdrotic, and because this was a Friday Night Tights episode, so one of their live streams that they do every Friday night with different guests and stuff like that. And so that's what we're going to do, because the clip itself on TikTok, they're only showing like a couple of seconds of it. The actual segment on the channel of Nerdrotic is 18 minutes. So clearly you clipped out. Now, I'm not saying probably some people did, but you clearly clipped out stuff and only picked what you wanted to hear that would get a reaction. So we are going to dive into this. Let me see. All right. Do this first. There we go. All right. So this is the first one. Maybe I need to. Can I back it up a little bit? I guess. I don't want to show their names and all that. So keep it like that. I don't want to show their accounts and all that stuff. But anyway, so let's do this first one. This was probably the first one I saw yesterday when I was just scrolling through TikTok.
She said stepdad that it was going to be about that. Y'all are just weird. Majority of the criticisms that I'm seeing about Ironheart have absolutely nothing to do about the actual series itself, but rather the casting and the subject matter. And now
this was the same talking point that was used for the Acolyte. Nobody's because it's the same thing they'll say is, "Oh, did you watch the show?" Yeah, I watched the show. I have 2 episode reviews of it. Episode 3 coming out tomorrow. Of course, I watched the show. And so, like, stop.
Subject matter. And now I already know some people are going to say, "Oh, you can't criticize shows like this without being accused of something." Well, actually, yeah.
That's all these people know how to do. Is just again, this is all they know how to do is call you either. I'm not saying this person. I'm not saying this person in general is that kind of way. I don't know this person. I'm just going off what their TikTok is. But from me viewing stuff, Twitter, TikTok, that's all these people. That's all they do. It's just label you as something if you don't like it. It's dumb.
Yes, you can. But whenever the show gets review bombed down to 32% before the show was actually premiered, then yeah, you can safely say it's not.
I don't care about the review bombing. I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. I don't care about any of these critic sites. I don't pay any mind to them because a large percentage of the time they are paid by corporations to, like Disney, Sony, whatever, to post good things about their movie. They just are. You can, it's a known fact of it, but anyway.
About the show. And for the people in that clip, yes, they say even worse things that, again, have absolutely nothing to do with the actual show, but just based around certain stereotypes.
Those stereotypes are relatively true.
Be iconic.
Iconic.
So what so I don't want to.
Stepdad.
Black girl
Say the
magic.
best way to know a thing.
My stepdad.
Well, first off, Black Girl Magic, Samuel L. Jackson said that in the Marvels, so you cannot get mad if they just use it here. He said use your Black Girl Magic to Rambo. Why can I not remember her first name? Anyway.
Because my real dad.
Let's take it apart.
Are they gonna play black music so I know there's a black person starring in it? I don't know. This is a show about black.
I don't really care. They did that because, not for Ironheart, but I believe Assassin's Creed Shadows. Whenever you played as Yasuke, there was like this weird rap music that will play. You had your friend in the neighborhood Spider-Man was more of a. It's the theme song, but it's more of a rap than it is anything else. I can't think if there was anything else. I don't think Black Panther had anything like that. They might have. I don't really remember.
People until I hear hip hop. Yeah, what's going on?
Listen, no one's telling you have to like Ironheart. No one's telling you it's the perfect show. But if you're going to criticize it about the actual show, not about the fact that you don't like it, that it's a black girl as the lead. And yes, the people in the clip were basically saying that without actually saying that.
No, they weren't. They weren't saying that. That's stretching. Again, this creator only played a couple of seconds of the clip. Now we're going to get more context because I'm going to actually play the actual 18-minute length clip. So we're going to get a lot more context to what is actually being said in that video.
You could tell when she said.
So that's the first one. What's the next one?
Oh my God.
All right, what's this one? I don't know. Why did it?
Wonder what this nerd.
Oh no, stop. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go.
Oh my God. I wonder what this nerd erotic panel of men and people not of color.
Okay. I'm going to stop him right there. Because number one, what he does not see, because it clearly tells me he does not watch anything neurotic based. Either, let me see. Let me look at this clip. Because I don't know if this if they were on it this week. This may have been a week where it was just all guys. Well, not all guys, but I'll explain what I mean in a second. Yeah. I think this was just an all guys episode. So he mentions. Let me back up so we can. Let's back up here. I don't know why.
Have to say about a show with a young black female lead. There has to be some genuine commentary happening here.
You could tell when she.
Oh my God,
There we go.
I wonder what this nerd erotic panel of men and people not of color have.
So I don't know what Garrett is, but Garrett's not white. I'm not sure what his ethnicity. I can't even say the dumb word. I don't know what he is, but he's clearly not white. What isn't shown, and I mentioned that these people that probably don't watch this stuff, is behind the scenes, X-Ray Girl, who is an Asian working for Neurotic, is handling things behind the scenes, like doing the super chats and things like that. She's usually there at the beginning, but then as the guests start to filter in, she goes more to the background kind of things. Another thing is Chrissy Mayer, if I said her name right, she wasn't on this week, on this particular week's episode. So the clip that they're pulling out is about almost 2 weeks old. And so
I have to say about a show with a young black female lead. There has to be some genuine commentary happening here, right? Some thoughtful, nuanced breakdown, right?
My stepdad
Black girl
used to say the
magic.
best way to know a thing
My stepdad, because my real dad
is to
left
take it
me.
apart.
I mean, let's be honest here. Large percentage of black dads are in the lives of their kids. That's just a matter of the fact. You can cry about it all you want, but if you're not going to go and change that fact, it's going to remain that specific fact.
I'm gonna play black music, so I know there's a black person starring in it.
I don't know if this is a
I'm
show about black people until I hear hip hop. Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, this is
Which
4
one
minutes.
I'm supposed to like
It's a
or
little bit
not?
longer than.
Yeah, you could tell when she said stepdad that it was gonna be about black people.
You heard it. You heard what they said.
Yeah.
I don't need to repeat it. You already know what it was.
Okay.
That wasn't criticism. That wasn't analysis. That was straight
This was something on a trailer. Okay. On a trailer. Okay.
up mockery, and not just of Ironheart, but of black culture, black.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. A mockery of black culture, black families. Buddy, I don't know if you have seen countless videos of that black culture causing trouble for everybody else. Obviously, I'm saying that as a black person, but
Families, black identity, and that smug little tone they had while saying it wasn't accidental. That was intentional. That was meant to belittle, to devalue, to turn a show featuring a brilliant young black girl into a punchline. You hear a black girl mention her stepdad, and your first instinct is to laugh. You hear certain music and you start making assumptions about what kind of show this is going to be. You're not pointing anything.
it's clearly, you can clearly tell what kind of show this is going to be from the trailer and everything. This show was basically done, finished in 2022 at the height of all the DEI stuff, whether you want to agree with it or not. This was made during that time. Plain and simple. But Disney had to do a course correction after the 2024 election because that kind of stuff was not flying with people. And let's be quite honest, it was losing Disney money. It was. You already had the Acolyte, the Star Wars projects for Disney not performing relatively well. You just had Daredevil not perform relatively well. Captain America Brave New World did not perform very, very well. they have been losing money, and this was the last thing before they had to before they can reboot the MCU. They already had this project done. They basically had to just put it out there. Now they should have just put it all out at once, just dropped all 6 episodes and get it out the way. They didn't do that, and I'm pretty confident unless Disney fudges the numbers, you're gonna see this Ironheart show is not going to chart very well.
Out. We're not learning anything from you. You're just trying to get a laugh at the expense of blackness, like it's worthless.
What would her Jarvis be called? Jemima?
Jarvisqua. I already said Jarvisqua.
Jaquisha. I think Jamichael works.
I'm going with Shanae.
I'm gonna go with shit.
I have no issue with what they're saying. I really don't. Like I really don't care.
Wow. Likely.
I think you mean Shithiad.
Joanna man. Joanna man.
Joanna. Then the names. The whole joke about what her AI would be called wasn't even creative. It was just a laundry list of the most stereotyped, overused characters you could pull from your mental filing cabinet, labeled things I think sound ghetto.
I mean, most black people do they name their kid. Have you met a lot of black people, buddy? Because a lot of their kids' names are just unnecessary.
You're not critiquing the show. You're flexing your own biases and trying to get a room full of yes men to laugh along with you.
I don't want to listen to that. That's retarded. Jesus Christ. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Let's see. So what's the next one? How long is this one?
Hey, neurotic.
I don't want one too long. Oh, God, is this
it
one?
appears neurotic.
Oh, okay.
Are they gonna play black music so I know there's a black person starring in it?
Oh, okay. It's pretty much sorry.
Racist white people. Why are y'all so obsessed with black people so much?
Oh dear God. This is kind of what I wanted to show. It's not a good. Can I zoom in on this? No, it's not gonna let me. Okay, well, all right. I know I only played 2, but a lot of these are like over 2-3 minutes, and I really don't want to spend that much time. How long is this? This is interesting. Come on. I'm not beating around the bush when it comes. Okay. Let's see what this is. This is somebody that said Ironheart made 0 sense. Let's see this real quick. Wait, hold on.
I've seen the first 3 episodes.
What I wanted to do this. There we go.
Of Ironheart.
I'm not beating around the bush when it comes to this review. There are elements in the show that make 0 sense. First off, the writers decided to say, would Tony Stark still be Tony Stark if he wasn't a billionaire? Are we serious right now? First off, Tony Stark cracked the Pentagon's firewall in high school on a dare. Second, Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. Meanwhile, some of the most advanced minds that Stark Industries could afford could not even make the same thing that Tony Stark could in a cave with the most limited amount of supply. Yeah. It also makes no sense that neither Wakanda nor the government that so desperately needed your invention didn't give you any financial assistance to the point where you have to do homework for hire on multiple occasions. Like, why realistically? And I mentioned that too, because that doesn't make sense to me. Because if you're this Tony Stark level genius, wouldn't the government and wouldn't these like MIT? Now, MIT, yes, they did give her funding, but she wasn't using, I think she was like neglecting her other academics and stuff like that. Not only that, she was out selling, like basically cheating is what she was doing. She was one of those students that you would go to and pay for them to do your homework or take the test for you, that kind of thing. So she was making inventions for other students to show off as their own inventions, and she was making money off of it just so she can make her suit. That's all. That's like, come on.
Would Riri Williams and her family still be living in the south side of Chicago? You just helped two of some of the richest countries in the world. Why are you not getting any financial compensation for the help that you gave for both of them? And now you're in cahoots with someone that just tried to kill you in an elevator to test you, and you think that they just gonna let you go after a couple jobs? No! Like, bro, like, come on. But other than that, the show is not that bad as everybody make it seem. But there's some stuff that just made me mad about this show.
That's fair. That's a fair take. It's not, not that bad, but there's stuff about it. Like I said, I don't really personally care for the show, but let's see what else we got. All right. That's 3. I know I mentioned that we were going to watch a few, but since the actual clip itself is 18 minutes long, figured we'd spend a little bit more time on that. All right, so let's have a listen. Whoops. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Ironheart, there's an Ironheart trailer.
Oh yeah.
There's an Ironheart. Marvel saved. Everybody.
Oh, great.
She's
Now
a
the
hero
rest of
now.
the band.
Oh, dude, counting the days. It's 9 days until we get the 3-episode premiere of the 6-episode series. They're going to play out the series in one day.
Well, it's better than Echo, where they just dumped it all at once.
Oh, that was rough.
They'd be better off if they did.
I still have PTSD trying to binge.
And the
that
funniest
thing.
thing about this is like my Marvel guy who listen, he works at Marvel, so he likes most of the Marvel stuff. He's like saying, man, Fantastic Four is going to be awesome. Yeah, it's Sue Storm's movie. She kicks ass like Ripley and Alien. And he's always, he also said Doctor Strange mom was going to be great. So yeah. He said,
I actually kind of like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, but that's just me.
This is the worst thing they've ever done.
Oh my god.
Ever done.
So again, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at the beginning, or no, I didn't mention it. So whether you want to believe it or not, Neurotic has, he has his own sources and stuff like that. Been fairly right about a large portion of the stuff that's coming out Marvel related.
Worse than Echo.
Echo, worse than anything.
And it's fierce competition as well for that.
Lots of fierce competition. So he's like, yeah, we just want to forget this one ever existed. So I think Riri
Garrett's not white. I'm trying to figure out what Garrett is, but he's not white.
Talking about being in Doomsday, that's a long shot. I highly doubt that'll happen.
Come on, get on the bandwagon, man. Iron Man's on the bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
Get on.
It smells good.
Yeah, even I got a seat for that. Yeah.
I want to be iconic.
Iconic.
Oh,
different
which
show.
was removed from this
It's
trailer,
the same show. It's that meme. It's the same image.
Coming back. Oh, well, iconic. That explains the Superman thing where he saves the little girl from all of the compressed gas coming out of that truck. They want you to go to the movie and be like, oh, this is the iconic scene from the Superman trailers where he saves that girl. Oh, the scene. It's iconic.
Well, in this trailer, they drop all the iconic stuff and try to pretend she's a hero, while at the same time having her powered by demonic magic. So I'm not sure.
Just to be clear,
I don't know if I don't think I actually watched this trailer.
That sounds
because Mephisto's going to be in this. They're wasting fucking Mephisto, and he's being played by Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, she's gonna be. Yeah, they go ahead.
That's also a pet peeve of mine. If they're using a big bad like Mephisto in a show like this, it's just and that's not like Ghost Rider or any Doctor Strange, just a waste of a character. Now, obviously Mephisto can come back, but
that's the magic.
My stepdad
Black girl
used to say
magic.
the best way to know a thing
My stepdad, because my real dad
is to
left
take it
me.
apart.
Are they gonna play black music so I know there's a black person starring in it?
I don't know if this is a show about black people until I hear hip hop. Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know if I'm supposed to like it or not.
Yeah, you could tell when she said stepdad that it was going to be about black people.
Black girl magic.
Samuel L. Jackson said it. And that's why they're referencing it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, it will actually be Black Girl Magic.
And you can see what it's really made of.
You should take your dad's advice. Make yourself.
That's terrible advice. Don't mentally destroy yourself and rip yourself apart. That's a really bad idea.
Alden Ehrenreich. No.
Look what Solo
did to him.
He does nothing.
Look what they've done to my boy.
If I'm gonna protect people, I gotta start thinking outside the box.
There isn't any scene of
By
actually
making an Iron
protecting
Man
people in
suit.
this trailer.
Yeah, not one.
So far, three episodes in. I don't remember what the third one, but 2 episodes in. I know episode 1 and 2. She doesn't save anyone.
Oh, it's that
At least
guy.
James Gunn knew.
It's the poodle guy.
Isn't he in Twisters?
Yeah. He was the cuck in that one.
He's the hood, yeah.
Yeah, he's the hood.
Yeah.
He's the race swapped hood. So they
Oh,
can go
mixed
in-
race.
Let's see. I gotta look now. Parker Robbins. Will you get out of here? I mean, I guess he's. What I don't let's see. It's not really a clear picture of him. He just has. I mean, yeah, he could. I could see how he would be white, but yeah, maybe he's white in the comics. I don't really.
Race
The
swapped
hood.
hood, maybe.
Yeah.
Out of all the things you could have built with that big brain of yours, why this?
Because I have to.
It's crazy that they feel the need to give her magic. Like
Even
it's
a
just power
UI is
creep.
made of
Just-
demonic.
Why is she getting magic? I am curious about that. I didn't watch this trailer when it came out, so this is actually. I thought I heard people talk about it, but I don't think I saw anything or really paid that much attention.
It's just like, could you not? Was it not enough that you made her basically like a terrible Iron Man copy? And I'm sure I'll eat my words that she's amazing, but the terrible Iron Man copy to where you don't have to. Like, I'm getting Sabine energy from fucking Ahsoka, where I mean, she got to be a Mandalorian and a Jedi, and she's an amazing. And people love her. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, all right, okay, she's just magic too. All right, sure, okay.
Well,
When he gets
if
the
anything,
powers, he has all the powers. Okay.
this seems more like OSHA because she's supposed to be a hero, yet she's a criminal using demonic magic to make an almighty powerful suit. It's like not really screaming hero in this.
Have to.
Might be a hero in there after all.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Like for you to show me.
So what this
Sorry.
needs is an Asian Jedi to be like, Osha.
How much of that costume does she take up? Like a third of it?
Extra armor.
I just
man.
think it's crazy that in 4 months, both Han Solos will have come to the MCU.
That's true.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
Ford was in Brave New World.
Didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Riri, time to wake up. Look. What are you? Your greatest creation yet. Who the hell else would it be, bitch?
Oh, man, I'm in. I'm in. Let's go, bitch.
Sassy AI.
Yeah, but if she created it, how
Oh,
does
wow.
she not know what it is?
Wait,
I
is
know.
she-
Your greatest creation.
35 or 40 days before it even released. There's been virtually no marketing for it. It's set to be buried immediately after the series is over by the release of Fantastic Four, which it has nothing to do with. So it's not like it leads into that or anything. I think Marvel knows this is really bad and they want to bury it, basically. As embarrassing as that is.
If you want to go in
Done it before.
Yeah, if you want to go in the Wayback Machine and watch all the videos made about the Riri Williams comics from what was it 2017, like it will tell you everything you need to know. It'll be the same exact thing.
Now, the Ironheart character has only been around since 2016, so 9 years. This character has only been around. This was the first time. Wakanda Forever was the first time I heard anything in regards to Ironheart. The first time. Okay. And Wakanda Forever came out in what? 20. When did that come out? 2022. So for 6 years, I knew nothing about this character. So
but I think more people
and then again, I don't really pay that much attention to comics.
Will have paid attention to those comic videos than this.
I was amazed when it turned out that the only reason she became a superhero is because she kept demanding that the teacher oppress her and tell her that she can't actually do anything.
Yes.
Because she needs.
That's actually in one of the comics. I don't know if it's the first one or not, but apparently that's actually in it.
To be oppressed so that it drove her forwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Riri Williams is part of this fucking new brand of heroes who they don't have any flaws. They don't actually have a journey. Their only journey, they don't have any character growth. Their only journey is everyone else around them realizes that they're actually the best at this thing and accept them for it. Dude, it could not have gotten any better. Like, it was just a
I'm just saying.
I can find one without the Catwoman.
Ryan Wilder. Ryan Wilder.
Yeah.
That was
to be
like
fair, I actually known a girl named.
Well, you know. That's basically the gist of it. I'm gonna be quite honest. I don't care. Like I really don't care. Like nothing that they said offended me. Like literally didn't. Nothing there. And so keep in mind what I just said. Maybe let me pull it up again or pull this up. So keep in mind what I just said. Maybe it's this one right here. Yeah. All right. So you know how they said. Again, this is how I know they don't watch neurotic stuff. You know how they said he's a racist. He's a maybe not neurotic, but maybe everybody here all racist and misogynistic. Okay. Remember how a lot of people are saying that. Okay. There's a black guy. There's a ginger. And whatever Garrett is. I got to figure that out. That's going to be on my to-do list to know. Okay. So you see that. They got a black guy and a redheaded woman. That doesn't scream racism or misogyny to me. Because if it did, they wouldn't be a racist wouldn't associate themselves, or a racist and a misogynist wouldn't associate themselves with them. They wouldn't have them on their show. Chrissy is on there a good bit, almost every Friday. She's on there almost every Friday. And then, you know what else? They have an Asian. They have an Asian. So you're telling me the person that because they make comments about Ironheart, they're racist and misogynistic. But I just showed you they have an Asian here, and you go back to it. They got a black guy and a woman, 2 women, and a black guy. It's stupid. It's literally stupid. And Neurotic was just on with the Hodge twins just the other week. Why would a racist do that? Why would a racist go on a podcast with two black people if it doesn't make sense? It just doesn't make. Get out of your feelings. Grow up. Quit acting retarded. It's literally that simple. Like it's just so dumb and unnecessary for you to go cry and scream racist and misogynistic stuff every single time people say something about a character that they don't like. It's so stupid. I don't care what they said. They can say whatever they want. It's their channel. If I didn't want to watch them, I'd just ignore them. I do watch them because I do like their content. I think their content is actually really, really good. And they probably have a much more vastly diverse audience than most of these TikTokers who are complaining about them do. So grow up. Like it's just ridiculous how folks just be acting all the time. Like the show, we still got 3 more episodes to go. The show is, again, more than likely not gonna be good. It's not gonna chart very well, is what I mean. If you like the show, cool, great, wonderful, good for you. I don't care. If you don't like the show, I don't care either. That is fine. You can like and dislike whatever you want. That is your free will to do so. If you have a YouTube channel, something like that, that is your free will to use that channel as you please. Let the audience who follow these channels decide whether or not something is too far or something like that. They don't need somebody on TikTok trying to like baby them, being like, hey, that person is racist, you shouldn't follow them. Like, I would probably say I watch a good bit of like all their stuff, maybe not Ryan stuff that much, but like Geeks and Gamers, Neurotic. I watch a lot of their content. They have never said anything that bothered me. Never. So I don't know. We'll see. Why did I do that? All right, guys, that's relatively it. Just wanted to make this quick video. Hit that like, subscribe button, comment below. Tell me, give me your guys' thoughts. But other than that, I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a good one.